Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite, probably the last part. In Jupiter's route. Am I really hoping it's not super long because we still have to go play and listen to all the voice acting and stuff like that. So, but we're at the end of this chapter, and there's like one after this. I think I'm not. Ooh, I don't. Or is there two after this? I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, maybe the last part. Close enough. And there are no bad endings, so we don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Anyway. The 6 rings of light fastened around Zeus, then vanished in a flash. All that was left was a stone which hit the ground with a thud. This was the mythical stone of legend. Zeus, who had been swallowed by Cronus instead of his twin brother, Jupiter. All of a sudden, I felt a cold breeze, followed by the patter of raindrops. But it wasn't the same threatening rain which Zeus had summoned. It was a rain of the gods, a blessed rain. It's done. Relief completely washed over me. I was drained of all energy, and I was ready to pass out. As I looked around me, it was a feeling shared among all of us, sorry. Really need to clean my TV screen. Okay, this is the last chapter? Yeah. Beginning of a new myth. Yeah, and then I think there's like the after credit thing, but anyway. I don't know who's saying Cupid, but someone's saying Cupid! I heard someone call my name from a distance. Cupid, please, wake up! I'm not sure who it is. My love is crying. He's in pain and anguish. I sense him tremble, scared as ever. This is weird. I need to hug him and let him know I'm okay. It's supposed to be Jupiter? Oh, it was. Why? It's weird. Anyway, Cupid! Jupiter? When I opened my eyes, I saw that pitiful face with eyes puffy from crying. Oh, maybe because you used your powers and he thought you died. It makes sense. What a relief. Thank goodness. I was beginning to think you'd never wake. Well, she didn't disappear, though. Jupiter? No need to panic. I just needed to rest up. Wait, huh? Is this Celestia? Yes, all of you fainted, so I teleported us here. I see. Oh, what happened to Zeus? That was, Right. Zeus has been sealed again. The people have no need for him. All is right again. The people don't need him, nor do they need to be ruled by an absolute god. Maybe one day Zeus will return, should humanity decide it needs a savior. But that's not today. So long as people can still be swayed by Mr. Aconite's photos, or Gil's love letters at least. And more importantly, are you okay? How are you feeling? I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me. But you fired 6 golden arrows at once. Oh, right. It expends my life force. But I haven't disappeared yet. Maybe all that time I spent on customers at Pillow Luxuria is finally paying off. Oh yeah, how about the others? The others are... dead. Just kidding. All here. What a relief. You're awake. Harem ending! Shh. Just let me have it. Whoa! In that moment, the 5 ran to my bed at once from outside my room. He was like, oh, you see, Zeus ate a lot of gods, so we need new ones, so now they're all going to be gods too, and we can have one big harem. And then my mom and dad are also here, which is weird. But that's okay. I would die laughing if they turned them all into gods. Actually, that's not a bad idea. That'd be a kind of a fun ending. Anyway, all of them grasped my hand and had teary eyes. What? You brought them to Celestia too? They've been touched by divine power. We couldn't just leave them there. Also, I was worried sick about you. I'll never let you go. Me neither. I couldn't say goodbye without making love at least once. Raoul. I mean, okay. And same here. You're all I can think about. Please marry me. Oh, we shot them all with arrows. I mean, I knew we did that, but it didn't translate to, like, they're gonna fall in love with me. This is like that bad ending in the common route where you're like, oh, it's a harem ending. This is like the Jupiter route ending. I'm sure he's gonna fix it, but me too. I never want to be separated from you, not before I confess my true feelings.
And don't forget about me. My heart aches for you, and your voice is as soft as trickling rivers. Oh, my love, my darling.
What's all this? Remember when you fired Cupid's bow to steal Zeus? Well, this was an unintended side effect. Sure, I guess. In other words, everyone who was hit by one of my arrows was infatuated with me. I mean, awesome. Anyway, my heart can rest knowing you're okay. I have some matters to which I must attend. Get some rest. Oh, Jupiter! I tried following Jupiter as he left the room, but the Parasite 5 clung to me all at once. Please don't go. Hey, old man, get your grimy hands off of her. I was first in line. Hey, over here. Oh, old man, you're just a kid. The boomers and the zoomers having it out. Shelby would be like... Is he at the very tail end of millennials, technically? Or, like, is he... I don't know. It's weird because people are like, oh my god, like, zoomers are, like, in their 20s. Wait, what? No, stop it. What? No, that's not right. I don't think that's right. But, like, I don't know. I don't know where the gap stops there. I don't know where the end of the millennials and the beginning of the zoomers is, but but that's pretty funny. A young adult, not a kid. Out of my way. She's mine. I love her more. Since years ago. No matter how long or how far life takes us. I mean, he's not wrong about that anyway. He probably does love us more than anyone. Well, not true, Jupiter. Because he's watched us for longer. But he didn't know what it was. Anyway. Guys, could we all tone it down? How could we? How can you expect me to tame the most passionate love of my life?
That goes double for me, my darling. I love you. I'm sure there's plenty of love for us to go around.
No, that's a great idea. I've always wanted to cross that off the list. Oh, Jesus! Just when I thought we were... Oh, God. Stop it. That's enough from you two. Besides, I gotta run, so just sit tight, okay? Once I managed to push them off me, I ran around Celestia in search of Jupiter. Not here. I wonder if he got Minerva. Not here either. Found you! Ha! Cheat! I quickly threw my arms around him so that he couldn't escape from me again, prompting him to shriek madly. Oh, it's you. Don't frighten me like that. Oh, sorry. That wasn't the reaction I expected. Sorry. So, I've informed the Divine Soldiers not to come here, so I wasn't expecting any visitors. Anyway, are the others all right? No, actually. They're all hopelessly love-struck because of the golden arrow. Guess I've got that to deal with for the next 30 days. You could use the leaden arrow. Wait, huh? I shot you too, right, Jupiter? Are you all right? Yes, nothing's wrong. It could be because you've shot me before already, and I've been in love with you since then. Wait, that's not it. It's probably because I'm already in love with... Oh, look, he's blushing! Huh? Oh. I noticed Jupiter's cheeks filling with color, but I was more distracted by his dreamy eyes. I see. Yes. Our eyes both met, then glanced away at the same time. I was almost embarrassed to look at him. Instead, I gazed into my reflection in the fountain. The fountain of matchmaking. I've delivered love for countless people over centuries. That was his Cupid, a goddess of love. But where do I go from here? There were so many revelations that I hardly had any chance to process them. I'm an ex-angel and a Cupid with an expiration date. The god of all gods was in fact a twin. And Zeus was one of the most selfish, egotistical gods I had ever met. So we sealed him away. But before that... Hey, Jupiter, it seems I've forgotten to ask a very important question. What? Well, why did you ask me to go to the human realm in the first place? At first you said it was because you wanted me to see them firsthand. But my time's almost up, isn't it? So why... just for the sake of it? I mustered the courage to ask him to his face, and Jupiter curled his mouth into that usual pitiful expression of his. I've actually been mulling over how to answer that question for you, actually. What? My eyes traveled down the length of his arm and spotted a note clutched in his hand. All right then, here it goes. Cupid, goddess of love, how can I begin to count the things I've learned during our time in the human realm? Did you sit here and write this down and now you're reading it to me? It's kind of adorable, you nerd. Wait, Jupiter, you don't need all those notes. Just speak from the heart. No way. Do you know how long I've been running through these lines? But I want you to say it in your own words. Those are his words. They're just going to be stilted and awkward. I lowered my hand towards his to grab the note. After mumbling to himself incoherently, Jupiter finally put the notes down and began to speak. Very well, I'll keep things simple. The reason I sent you to the human realm is because I wanted you to be Juno. To be Juno? Who? Cupid, I'm talking about you. What? Cupid's become Juno? The goddess of love becomes the goddess of marriage? I mean, it makes sense, but, you know. What? Me? Since Juno's disappearance, marriage rates have been on a steady decline. The longer her absence, the more it drops. So, I hoped you could take up the mantle as the new goddess of marriage. And you know, it's perfect. We won't get the wedding CG technically. I mean, we will. We're not technically married. Actually, we might be marrying him because Juno was Zeus's wife. So this new Juno could be like Jupiter's wife. And like, we are going to have a wedding dress that was basically her divine artifact. So that's pretty cool. I was speechless. His proposition was too good to be true. Because unlike Cupid's in the lower strata of gods, Juno was included as one of the DC. Her importance couldn't be understated in Celestia, and her role was far beyond Cupid's. You mean like how angels ascend to the rank of Cupid? Precisely. Being promoted to Juno will prevent any worry from expiring as Cupid. Well, okay, we know what he's saying. It just phrased weird. I didn't know that. Okay, which means the whole point of me visiting the human realm was to groom me as the next Juno. Sorry for keeping it secret from you, but I wanted you to carry on as you were without pressure. If not for the Juno part, I also wanted you to experience university life from the eyes of a human. Wait, no, that's not it. Maybe I wanted a friend. Look at him, he's so happy and adorable. Jupiter slacked his shoulders with a smile, gazing at me tenderly. I've told you, haven't I? I was the only one who Cronus didn't swallow, and I was raised by nymphs in the human realm. In short, I was the only god who got to see the human realm for what it really is. That experience left an impression on me. It often occurred to me that mankind doesn't think like we do, nor are they in need of our guidance like we expect them to be. That set me apart from the other 12 Olympians. They tend to think of themselves as shepherds. But that never sat well with me. That's what struck me most about you. You're an outlier from other angels, too. Innocent, curious, and... You kept growing, and it gave me hope. I've grown? Gods don't change. That's one of their faults. But I watched you smile about something that made you cry the day before. I soon realized that I was the one who was saved, all thanks to your free spirit. Jupiter touched my cheek softly and smiled. Jupiter's eyes glowed delicately. Those certainly belonged to the god of all gods. I thought if anyone could breathe some new life into the antiquated realm of the gods, it'd be you. That was the original reason. He moved his, I'm assuming, hand steadily from my cheek to my shoulder, and the puppy dog eyes, which were normally Peter's trademark, honed in focus. The once sensitive Parasite was terrified of everything, and certainly didn't seem like the god of all gods. But whenever we were together, I couldn't help from wishing it would last forever. And it can, if I become Juno and your wife. Yay! I felt not only relief, but joy around you. I chased that feeling to whatever end it would take me. And the first night of restful slumber I had ever felt was when I became Chi. Imagine waiting an eternity to know what that's like. Chi. Memories of Chi bouncing happily before coming into my bed came to mind. I interpreted it as a playful gesture at first. Now I realized it was a chance for the sensitive Parasite to feel true peace. I've lived in my brother's shadow for too long. Without him, I found it impossible to fill those shoes. The brief period I spent in Crete was my only chance to ask myself who I really was. When I'm with you, it's like I'm back in that cave. That is to say, you help me see what I must do to be the Jupiter of yore. Not the god of all gods, not the god of lightning nor the sky god, just plain old Jupiter. Wait, that's not it. That came out wrong. Can't figure out what he's trying to say. He shook his head petulantly and clasped my hand with both of his. Truthfully, I've always loved you, since before you shot me with Cupid's bow. But I didn't know how to love you. I only felt an insatiable urge to keep you safe at all costs. That's kind of adorable. I loved you, but I didn't even know what it was. And then you shot me with the arrow and I went, oh. Aww, you're so cute and kind of dumb. Well, it's just because gods aren't made to love, but it's like so cute. But then again, Mars and Venus, I'm just like, anyway. But still, I stopped at nothing to be close to you. I loved your smile. It was like honey to a bee. But I couldn't tell you this, not right away. I've never been good with women. Usually I run before we have the chance to speak. Which is good for me. Don't speak to other women. Right. I remembered how stiff Jupiter seemed when we first spoke. We exchanged only a few words, but I see now just how much courage it took him. Because he was in love with you the whole time. Oh, well, I love him. Women with a grudge against Zeus held one against me, too. You can imagine how difficult that was for me. It's like, I always felt awkward around women, and then they all hated me because they hated my brother, and it was like, fuck. Yeah, I can... But it wasn't until I saw you as an angel that I realized it didn't always have to be that way. Only you could get me to stay, and that's why I followed you down to the human realm. I could have made a loftier confession about wanting to protect you, but the truth is, I just wanted you closer. Please, Spacey, become Juno and be my wife. You and I can rule the skies together. If we don't say yes, I'm gonna be mad. I know it's selfish of me to ask. It shouldn't come off as an order from the Supreme God. It has to come from you. Try as he might to hide it, Jupiter was practically begging me. The god of all gods who had lived for eons before I came into being. I could only imagine how lonely some of those eons had felt. I want to fulfill his wish, but I had to ask, is it what I wanted too? God, yes! Shut up! No, I shouldn't even have to ask. The two of us even used to date. Even if it's because I shot him with Cupid's bow. But our date showed me how kind, honest, and pure his love was. I happily accept. Oh, thank God. Are you sure? Yeah, I know I love you, you big dumb idiot. Can I keep Raoul too, and Alan, at least? If I can't have the full harem, can I just have a mini one? Yes, because becoming Jupiter... Jupiter. I got very confused for a second. Because becoming Juno means marrying you, right? If I refuse, then someone else would become Juno. And no way would I let that happen. I smiled and stood on my tiptoes. Oh my God, kiss him. I pressed my lips into his, and I could feel his smile beneath my kiss. Why did we not get a CG of this? Right? As we pulled apart, I gazed deeply into Jupiter's eyes, but he returned an astonished look. He paused before breaking into his usual stammer. Are you sure you accept? I guess, you could think it over for a few days. Well, maybe not that long, but no, let's go now. Honestly, I think I've spent more than enough time thinking about whether or not I love you. Hey, Jupiter, do you love me? Why are you asking me again? Didn't I just say so? I want to hear you say it again. Do you love me? I love you. The word squeaked out from the corner of his mouth as if his lips wouldn't sync with his tongue. Awkward. I love you. He looked at me desperately and rubbed his nose into mine. I love you.
Oh, look at his happy little blushy face. It's so cute.
Oh, we need a CG of this, though. The cute little, nose booping. I saw the ache in his eyes and his fangs as he professed his love for me. Do you want to bite me again? Yes. More than anything. So awkwardly Jupiter. It's a very Jupiter thing, the constant biting. Why? I don't know, but okay. It's just a weird little quirk that the game no apparent reason, and you're like, if bitey, unable. Jupiter's like, I just want to bite you. Like, why? I don't know. It's just his thing. All right. I like it. I like the weird quirk. I don't know. Jupiter nodded like an obedient puppy. His eyes were taken by a familiar intensity. Lust burned in his eager face. He bit into his lip, overwhelmed by the prospect, and aren't we? So I embraced him. Okay, go ahead. Bite me as hard as you want, okay? Oh! Do we get a CG? Hello, I'm sorry. Where did his clothes go? This is CG. I mean, it is. I mean, her outfit was always a little like, girl, blah, blah, boom, right? But, we've seen this before. But, where did his clothes go? He has nothing. I don't think he's got clothes on. Wait, but, I'm not complaining, but I'm curious. Was there an innuendo in there that I was just... Okay. He bit into my shoulder and held me close. I love you. I love you, Spacey. At last he called me by my name, not my role, as he spoke his undying love for me into existence. I love you. I'll never, ever let you go. I'm eternally yours. That's sweet, I like it. Same here, you know. If you pull a Zeus on me, I'll never forgive you. Why would I? I'm the sensitive parasite. Desperately, he gnawed at my neck as if ready to devour me whole, right here in the middle where everybody can see you. In a way, he reminded me of Chi in this moment, a kind of proof of desire that couldn't be captured by a mere kiss. Aren't you gonna bite here? When I pointed up at my lips, Jupiter's ears turned beet red, and he drew me in closer. I mean, he's not wearing clothes, so I just feel like this is going places. I won't bite here. Instead of biting, he pecked. Jupiter gave me the softest kiss ever. We worshipped one another with our kisses. Okay, he's naked, though. I'm just saying. I love you. As soon we'll be wed and we can do this until the end of time. That sounds like fun, but also, can we pause every once in a while? Because that sounds chafy. No matter what withers, so long as I exist, as long as the people pray. Always, forever. Yes, let's be together forever. Chi, Peter, Jupiter. I called out the names of my beloved. Cupid, Spacey Mirror, Juno. We had many names, and we kissed repeatedly. No matter what we called one another, or what role we were fated to play, he and I were in love, and nothing could tear us apart until Gil bursts into the room and cock-blocks us. I felt him slip a ring upon my finger. It was likely one of Juno's divine artifacts. If I become Juno, I don't have to disappear. He and I are free to love another without fear. I love you. I love you. I promise I'll never hold back again. He lost control of himself and kissed me. Really? Is that what he's going to lose control of and do to you? Because this CG says otherwise. Our most pitiful yet tender kiss. The sky was the limit for us. We're gods, and now we're wed. We locked fingers and shut our eyes. And while we kissed, I told him that he didn't have to be shy anymore. I mean, I don't think he's wearing clothes. I don't think he's that shy. I'm just saying. Boop. Yep, here's our after chapter. Cupid Parasite. Years have passed since I ascended to the rank of Juno. To prevent other angels from suffering my and Professor Melville's fate, Jupiter and I, his wife, set out to create a new Celestia. One day, in the middle of world building, we took a glimpse at the human realm. I don't want to know where boys are happy. Look, Jupiter! Gil's book is a bestseller! Well, the Parasite 6. Good for him. Look, he grabbed the waist. He grabbed my waist as we watched our beloved world teem below. Oh, this one's a cute CG too. It's like, but it's Peter version of Jupiter. Oh, it's kind of cute. They're like, no, we're gonna make him Peter, but like not. Getting to know the human realm from the inside out bore fruit of an unimaginable quality, and these fruits made Celestia too. It was well on its way to becoming a glitzy metropolis, just like Lost York. Great to know everyone's doing well. Mr. Aconite's latest blockbuster offerings were smash hits. Both Goddess of the Camel Part 2 and Jupiter garnered rave reviews. Yeah, it's a little embarrassing to see someone play him in a movie, especially him of all people. But he saw the real Jupiter. He's an actor. At least he didn't play Zeus's part, right? Well, that's true. Okay, but like, Raoul, my other himbo favorite, played my other himbo favorite. I can't. I want a CG of Raoul playing Jupiter in the movie. And like Jupiter being like, wait, what? That's not what I look like. Look at that. Ryuki's new line, the Mythology Collection, is a hit. Who would have thought that his interpretation of Mai and Venus's outfits could mesh with Lost York's crowds? That's the glamour Parasite for you. After all those trials and tribulations, they managed to make something great out of it. It does the heart proud. I'm glad they're not in love with anyone. We're just saying, look how awesome things are going for them, but like, not that they have wives, because that would make me sad. I like it. Good job, game. Thank you. Mr. Snail turned Cupid Corporation into one of the biggest companies in Lost York. I thought it already was, but shh, it's fine. That's the prestige Parasite I remember. Come to think of it, he celebrated the launch of his Juno's Dress subsidiary recently. I heard Shelby sought Ryuki's collaboration for the creative direction. Those boys never fail to surprise. Indeed, and they're certainly entertainers. About Professor Melville, I heard he took over the underworld. Now he fancies himself as a demon king. I like how she still just calls him Professor! Coincidentally, I discovered my college friend Clarice was a succubus all along. While trotting the globe for her study abroad program, she's been feasting on the dreams of men across borders. To my surprise, it seems demons and gods are no strangers to the human realm after all. Oh, that reminds me. I saw Ellen recently. He looked as handsome as ever. Are you getting into this whole we're gonna be in a love square thing? Because I'm... Okay. What? Unfair! You always go to the underworld alone. Unfair! You always get to stare at the beautiful men alone! Sorry, but he's settled well as the new Demon King. The role suits him, though I was nervous he'd try to steal you from me. Oh, please. Do you really still think that? You know we're married, right? Yeah, that's true. Indeed. You're my wife. That little bit of assurance seemed to convince Jupiter, whose smile bloomed like a rose in spring. I like the fact that he's still a little awkward and is like, are you sure you don't want to leave me for... No, sweetie, you need to share me. Sharing is caring. No, and like, he can come to the manor, but in this route, we just only Jupiter. But then the bad ending of this is the, well, everyone's still in love with me. Ha ha ha, yay! And they all get to be gods too, and then... Well, this is going to be a wildly inappropriate party, but okay. Yes, you're right. Come on. With a smile like that, how could I say no? Peter was the sensitive parasite, a consequence to living out his life as a shadow. No wonder he never had any confidence. Therefore, I've made a habit of telling him just how much I love him. Jupiter, I love you. Oh, I like how her thing says Juno now. I didn't even notice that. Duh. I love you too, Juno. Peter, I love you. Spacey, likewise, I love you too. Chi, we'll always be together. Chi! That's a Chi voice. Chi! We held each other tenderly and gazed upon the wondrous little rock below us. My precious children, if mankind was happy, then so were we. Were the gods necessary after all? Whenever humanity needed us, then we would be there. To those who knew we exist and those who doubt we do, and to everyone else too, we'll be watching over you. Whatever it takes to maintain peace. I recited a silent prayer, then turned to kiss my dear husband Jupiter. So lovely. We didn't actually get a lovely wedding CG, though. So I just figured because Juno's wedding dress was like one of her divine artifacts, I figured we get a nice, like, actual wedding CG. But we got that weird, like, why is Jupiter naked biting us? But you know what? I'm not going to complain about it. Gallery. So everything should be... Yeah, okay, so this is the new one. This says it's new. Is it new? Is it really? Seems very... Like, I feel like we've seen this one before, but it said it was new, so... I'm just saying, because I knew that there were some missing, but there you go. Alan. But we saw all of... Oh, look at all of our little boys and our little CGs. Oh, everything's complete. But, yeah, I don't think anything... Those are all new, but we'll go check them out afterward. I don't think... Yeah, I guess nothing new kind of opened. It wasn't like a... You completed the game! Here's a new CG! Nothing like that. So, interesting. Options. Do we have... Volume. Voices. How do you... I want to make sure everybody's really loud. Okay, and now sub-character voices. We gotta figure out where scenes are with everybody. Because we have to hear everybody. You know what I mean? It's funny that you can't... Other voices. Let's just turn everybody up. I think that's okay. I will have to turn up the sound for you. I don't want to turn up the sound effect. I just want the, I wish you could, like, play them from here. You know what I mean? But you can't. Oh, can you watch them from CGs? I don't remember if you can. Whoops, gallery. Oh, wait, what was the event? Huh. Wait a minute. I'm confused. What does that mean? Does that mean that there's unread stuff in there? Well, no, that says everything says complete. Huh. I want to see how that is. Those little short voice things that just popped up. Hold on. Should pop up. Oh, it didn't. Okay, I want to see how loud that is for you guys to adjust the volume, so I'll be back in a second. You won't even know I'm gone. Okay. It wasn't too bad, but I did pop it up just a little bit louder. So that hopefully everything... But you know what I actually want to do? Hold on a second. I want to turn the base game music down so we just hear the voices, because the music, I don't want it to take away from anything, so we can turn up... Like, hi. Oh, oops, no volume is what I want. Okay. There we go. So now we won't get distracted, and I'm going to crank up the voices a little bit higher, because I don't care if those are loud as fuck, and they deafen you. That's what we needed. It is really loud. At least it looks loud on my thing. So, but we can go in here and play the scene again. So that's what we'll try to do from the CGs. This way we can be like, oh, so-and-so's in this CG. So, you know, hopefully that's seen. So we can hear everyone's voice. So we're going to go back here. Oh, I got to turn my headset. That's just a regular anger.
いや、あれは合意の上だよ。それに、略奪だなんて人聞き悪い。シェアだって言ったじゃないか。
I'm gonna turn my volume up a little bit. Why is my volume not working? Huh. My battery and my remote. Okay, hold on. I have to turn it up a little bit for me because I can't listen through my headset because the speakers are crackly for some reason. It sounds fine in the recording, but in my headset it crackles, so it's got to be my headphone jack. But anyway.
へえ、あの木ユグドラシルに似てる。ああ、でもここで言うユグドラシルは北欧神話のあれじゃなくて。
I love him, but he's too calm for Raoul. He needs to be a little more over the top. You're too calm. No. No, I do like his voice though, but it is like, no, you need to be a little more spastic.
おい、始めてくれ。
Shelby's voice sounds almost too young for him. Okay. I'm not reading.
オーウェン・ヘリオットと申します。
Owen?
はい、秘書もやっておりますが、本日は代理です。続けてくれ。
ああ、大丈夫。続けて。
I love it. Oh my god, that's gonna get annoying.
はいはい。丁寧に言おうが言わまいが結局は同じだから。
I love Clarice. Yeah.
この調子じゃ日が暮れちゃうわよ。あなたが言えないなら私から言うわ。あなたたち、うちではパラサイト5って呼ばれてんの。結婚なんて夢のまた夢。まずはそのねじれ切った恋愛観を直す必要があるわ。
I like it because honestly, sometimes with like female voices, they're either they have like they're either very sexy or they're like very high pitch and grating. I like it when they're the sexy voices, but when they're very like super cutesy high pitch, I can't do it. It hurts me. Like I can't do the high pitch like super cutesy voice. So I like the fact that with Clara, she's kind of in the middle. Like she doesn't have like the like, oh, I have a sexy voice. She has a very normal voice, but it like works for her really well. I like Clarice. Okay. All right. So do we have any other? Those are all individual ones. So, okay. So we're going to go into Gil a little bit. Where's the one where he was? Is this? I want to know the one where he was talking. Oh my god, no. We have to do the Bumblepig one. Holy shit. We have to do this scene. We can hear Mars.
見てください。この彼女の天使っぷりを。
Where I'm trying to think because wasn't it in Gil's where he met who? Which? Oh no, it was Ryuki's where Venus comes into the thing, right? Yes. Okay. All right. I'm like, we gotta find one with her.
俺だけの天使フォルダ。
Okay, even Mars doesn't seem right either, though. I like Mars's voice, but it just doesn't seem to fit him. It's too, like, I don't know. He needs, like, a gruffer, like, looks like fucking, like, a rock voice. You know what I mean? Like,
俺が彼女と出会ってからずっとこっそり撮ってた彼女の写真です。
I'm not reading the line, sorry.
盗撮まさかストーカーなのかお前は。
This scene is just so funny. Although, it is funny because I forgot Gil was Ryohei Kimura, which is Shiraishi Nicola. He's also Aki in Ayakashi Romance Reborn. And those are three of the shadiest motherfucking characters! So then they put him in here as Gil, and I was like, I don't know about you. This is like the only time he was not a shady motherfucking bitch. So, like, it just throws out my typecasting. But I'm sorry, 3/4 of your characters that I know of are shady bitches. So I still don't know if we can try. Well, I mean, you were a little bit of a, like, you were the clingy weird character, so I guess we can
なん
call
て
that.
罵られてもいいです。俺の彼女への不変の愛を信じてもらえるなら。俺は彼女と出会ってから彼女のことを考えなかった日なんて一日もなかったんだ。人間の世界を知らない彼女の面倒を見られるのが俺の生きがいだった。彼女が困らないように何でもしてあげるのが幸せだった。一人で食事をとるときだって彼女の好物ばかり食べてた。本だって彼女の好きな本ばかり読んでた。彼女がいないときは苦しくてずっとこの写真を見たり彼女がくれた消しゴムを見たりして励まされてた。
This is like the best of Gil.
なんならイマジナリーカメラを作って毎日会話だってしてた。彼女と再会する時の妄想もしてた。俺の時間は全部彼女に捧げてたんだ。俺の夢なんかどうでもよかった。尽くすのが俺の幸福だったんだ。彼女に自分の夢を追ってほしいって言われて最近はちゃんと自分で考えるようにしてたけど、それも彼女がそばにいなきゃ意味はないんだ。君がいなければ生きてたって意味がない。人間かどうかなんてどうでもいいんだ。だから
I need more Mars
変わる
lines.
ことなんてありません。一生をかけて死ぬまで、いや死んでも俺は彼女を愛している。
I expected, I think, a deeper, more gravelly, older man voice out of Mars, and he
お
just
父さん、
doesn't have that.
娘さんをください。
Oh, no, we don't even get any more Mars. Okay, we're gonna have to find another scene to get a little more Mars in there. Oh, and here we go. This one we get some Owen, so that's good. Cool. We're just going for the drama scenes. So, and Ryuki was Limbo from Busta Fellows. Those are the only games that I've played. I know I've heard Ken's name before, but I can't think of what else he was in. But yet I'm like, I know I've seen his name before. Because just Ken with 2 N's is like, that's a pretty, like, you know that. But I just cannot for the life of me, like, place it. So. But anyway, Limbo from Busta Fellows.
バカな。私の手にある銃を一発で撃ち飛ばすなんて。
And Owen was Yo in Bad Apple Wars. He must have been a side character, and I cannot remember who he was, though, so that doesn't help.
すべて SS だ。
I mean, it's not that he doesn't have a good voice. I just don't know if it fits Shelby and what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds too, like, young and suave, and, like, Shelby just needs, like, a... I don't know.
オーウェン、投降しろ。次は足を打つ。
Like, I'm not, like, it's a good voice. But, like, I just can't, I don't know. I just don't see it for Shelby. It just wouldn't be what I was expecting. Also, I like Owen's shitty fucking accent.
私は違うんです社長。
Poor Owen.
ただ、
Oh.
羨ましくて、そうしたら黒いもやがかかって体が軽くなって全て何もかも全部がうまくいくって言うから。
We're gonna have to find one of the scenes that we probably saved on in Shelby's route where Owen and Mars were going back and forth at work. I'm gonna skip Owen crying because we need his normal voice. Hold on. Oh, nope. All we really got was Owen. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's go to the wedding one then. We need like actual Shelby voice. We got all Owen there. Oh, the kissing noises. Oh, that's awkward.
綺麗だ。ああ、私は世界で一番の幸せ者だ。
Like, it just doesn't fit Shelby for me.
おめでとう。ああ、素敵よ。おめでとう。
Minerva's a little over the top, which works for me. I mean, I made her a little dramatic too, and that was slightly dramatic, so I like it. Okay, we don't need the regular.
まったく、あいつらは。
Okay, so like, do we just not get any fucking... Oh dear God! Does he not talk? Where? Shelby, for fuck's sake! We got Gil just rampaging on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and we're just trying... I'm just trying to get you to fucking talk, Shelby, for God's sakes. We got more out of Claris, and she just said congratulations.
いらっしゃいませ。ご予約のお客。
Okay, we're skipping the bridal advisors.
実は私でもかしこまりました。
Okay, we don't care about them. I just need Shelby here.
だよ。
And Raoul.
おめでとう。支店長に出世してすごいや。
ふーん。この内装は悪くないね。加湿器もあって湿気は十分だし。ここならまともに活動できそう。
Ryuki is Dill and Neko part of Catboy's Paradise. That's pretty funny. He's gonna be in Paradigm Paradox too. That's the one that's getting localized, right? Yeah, I think so. Who's also Tachibana in Color X Malice Unlimited. Was Tachibana the one that came into the office and like I cannot remember who he was though. Like I blocked a lot of that out of my brain. Don't get me wrong.
順調そうだな。いい店だな。
He really doesn't.
話しやすいし落ち着いている。無駄な時間も取られなさそうで機能的だ。私が婚活中なら間違いなく入会する。
It's just... It's almost, in a way, skews too young for Shelby? If that seems weird, because I'm sure Ken's not like 25. He's probably older than that. And Shelby's only 32, but like I just feel like Shelby should have something up. There's just something in his voice that for me doesn't fit with Shelby. I can picture other characters in my head that I'm like, yes, okay. But it's just, and maybe it's the type of character I see Shelby as, like his personality, that the voice doesn't work. For me personally. And again, it's not because like, it's a good voice. It's like, but it doesn't, but it's kind of like, okay, you know what, Shelby, we're done. Because like, for God's sakes! You're impossible! Oh no, we need to see the Alexander the Great scene. Because Minerva's in it. I need to see this. But like, I don't know, there's something about it that just didn't work right for me. And Raoul's not in anything that we've played. He will be in Paradigm Paradox, and Shuen Naverche is one that everybody keeps showing. Like, I've seen so many pictures of this fucking game, and like, everyone keeps talking about, like, they'd be great if they localized it. Maybe that's the one they're gonna localize, and they haven't, and it's like, please just fucking localize it, because every time I see, like, any CGs or the sprites or anything, I'm like, fucking localize it! And so I'm just really hoping maybe next year.
Nani?
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Alright, so it's just us, and we're just staring. Oh, okay.
うるさい、黙れ。そんな話は知らぬ。私の邪魔をするな。
But it's so he could do voices like this. Oh, it works. You had to be able to be angry. Get angry. Okay. Girl. Okay, we need to actually have somebody talking. This is it. Oh, dear God, what the fuck? We're never doing that. We're never getting through this. All right. I feel like... Let's just go here. We'll find Minerva, don't worry. We'll have to find the side characters because this isn't working as well as I thought it would. I thought this...
君を傷つけようとして。うん。でも、戻ってきたよ。君のおかげで。ずっとさ、真っ暗な中にいたんだ。誰もいなくて、どこまで走っても何もなくて、次第に体が重たくなっていって、身動きすら取れなくなっていった。暗闇の中で、怖くて、寒くて、苦しくて、だんだん自分が誰なのかわからなくなっていった。気を抜けば俺が消えちゃうところだった。俺が誰なのか、ここがどこなのかわからなくなっていって、それでも君のことだけは覚えていた。君のことを考えると胸が熱くなって、君に会いたいって、それだけの気持ちで消えないように必死に耐えていた。そうしたら急に光が差し込んできて、君の声が聞こえたんだ。君の俺を呼ぶ声が。ねえ、君は俺のことが苦手だったんだね。言ってたでしょ。俺が苦手でキューピッド的にありえない変なエピソードばかり喋る趣味パラサイトだって。
And now he won't stop talking.
でもおかげで君とまた話したいって思ったんだ。苦手だったって本当って君に聞きたいなって。
Like, this game has a little thing that tells you when they're done talking, and yet still, because I wasn't looking, I was actually thinking. There are so many of the voice actors in here that I'm looking at. I'm like, oh, that game's coming out. Oh, that game's coming out. Oh, that's kind of cool.
俺の知らなかった君の気持ちをもっともっと知りたいって思った。
Yeah. Look, he's just going to keep talking forever. But I like Raoul's voice. But it also seems very like, and it could just be that scene. It seems so like calm, careful for Raoul. And I just expect him to just a little more oomph. But it could just be because that scene is like a very like, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to go this way. All right, let's see. Well... Huh. This one, well, that's okay. This was after, but we'll have to find those scenes.
大丈夫。
Happy Ryuki.
でもなんでそれか。
悪いけどその時間はない。おばあ様は17時にロサンヨークホテルに着くって言ってたんだ。くそ、全然タクシーが来ないな。ごめん。僕があんたを抱きかかえられたらよかったんだけど。
I like how this is like Happy Ryuki. He just has a little happy in his voice.
そっか。じゃあ行くよ。
Like not his typical bitch voice. I like it. All right. We're gonna, because we gotta find some other scenes anyway. Oh! Ooh. His fight with Jupiter. This will be interesting. We can get 2 in 1. Don't worry, we gotta go through Jupiter a lot because we gotta find Chi.
連れて行かせない。どうせあんたたちはこの子が消滅するまで使うんだろう。
And in case you were wondering, Alan isn't fucking everything because he was Lugus in Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk. He was at Steam prison, and he's going to be in Burushana and in Lover Pretend. So, and Makoto Furukawa, I've heard his name before too, and I can't think of why else, but
お前はインキュバスか。神に手を出して許されると思っているのか。
and Peter slash Jupiter slash Chi is Yang in Pio Fiore. Hansel and Code Realize. Soda and Calyrex Mouse, which is just now I'm like, really? Wait. Manabu Soda, the crazy fucking dude. I mean, you can picture him in your head and you're like, wait, that and is yeah, which okay, personality wise, yes, you're both psychopaths. Okay. But like, and then Hansel and Code Realize he was a little, are you typecast too? And Hiroya and Period Cube. And Iris and Iris School of Wizardry, wow, which we also have, which is one of the games that I bought on the Switch way back in the day before things were starting to get localized for the Switch. And we've just never played it because all these other new games keep coming out. So we never have a break in all the new, which I'm not complaining, but I do have that one. And it was one of those like first like Switch and then here's some localized Otome games before the switch from Vita to Switch really started happening. And there was basically, you know, Kitty Love, and there was the frickin' Ayakashi one, Ayakashi Koiki Kyoku, which was just a train wreck, and then there was Iris School of Wizardry, and it was basically those three. I think there might have been one other ones that I had already on PC, but it was like those three. So I think part of we have never played Iris School of Wizardry because it's like, is that a Trainwreck one? Is that one of our, mixed reviews? I don't think the reviews were that bad, but we've just never played it. But we have it.
許しなんて俺は望んでいない。罰を下したければ下せばいい。だが、この子は渡さない。
キューピッド、それを使ってはならない。
I can't not see Yang right now. Also, because I have my Pio Fiore like cards that came with the game sitting above the TV, and now I'm just listening to Jupiter and the way he's like, no. All I'm gonna do when we go to the awkward scenes with Jupiter is think about Yang and how he's stuttering, and it's gonna be weird.
いつの間に。
これでわかっただろう。おとなしくメーカーへ帰れ。私が手を下す前に。
I think I love Jupiter more because his voice is like so evil sexy. Stop it.
できるかよ。
悪魔の実で私に逆らうか。
Especially because right now Jupiter is like so calm and like, I'll fucking kill you. Oh my god, this scene is amazing.
もう二度と渡したくないんだ。その手を離せ。
無駄だ。
Jupiter is so psycho in this scene. I love it. This is my favorite.
待ってろ、今。
だから無駄だと言っているだろう。
I can't handle this.
くそ、届け、届けよ。逃げられるわけない。もうあんな思いはうんざりだ。君をもう見失いたくない。嫌なんだ。
お前、あの時の。すまない。だが、キューピッドを世界から失わせるわけにはいかない。 神の力を奪うことは大罪だ。お前なら分かっているだろ
あいにく俺は悪魔なんでね。大罪に怯えるような生き物じゃない。罪を犯すのが勝負なんだ。分かったらキューピッドを返せ。あんたらにその子を奪わせない。
う。私はジュピター、ディーコンセンテスの主神だ。天と地の断りを私自ら否定することはできぬ。歯向かわずに一目散に逃げていればよかったもの。
We're here for Alan, but I'm here for Jupiter right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, okay. Alright. Oh, perfect! Oh, and we can hear Alan in this one too again. Hi, I hear you! And Baby Gil. Idiot. I didn't sound like he was joking.
ちょっといきなりごめん、今日のパーティーの準備にカップケーキを運んでたところでベトベトになっちゃった。は
あ、参ったな。一緒に風呂でも入る？
え、俺と？
いや、やろうと入っても面白くないでしょう。誘ってるのは君の方だよ。
I just realized that in this one, Alan has all of his earrings taken out. He only has a couple instead of all of them, but they still put the holes in his ears. Nice touch.
あれ、本当だ。奇跡的に回避できたんだね。
嘘。何これ？
ああ、なるほど。かばってもらったってわけか。
Oh no, we just need more fucking cheese. I'm sorry, that's gonna be a long ass part because I can't stop. I don't think you care. You're not like, God damn it, why didn't you end it already? You're here for this too. I don't know why it's so funny, but it is. Do you think... Did they have somebody else do chi? Or do you think Nobuhiko Okamoto? I can't say his name right now. Do you think they had him? They had fucking Jupiter do this? Because it's just... I can't. Oh, you poor man. Or there's just somebody who's like freaking what's his face? Oh, I can't think of his name right now, but you know who I'm talking about. It was fucking... He's in everything, and he's in every freaking Disney cartoon now. It's Alan something, right? The fuck is his last name? Why can't I think of his last name? Right? Isn't his name Alan? Right? You know? And he's in everything, and he's so fucking good, and he's just the fucking voice of the chicken in Moana, and they paid this man a metric fuck ton. He's not a voice actor. He does voice acting, but like, he's an actor, and he just got paid to be a chicken. What the fuck is his name? I can't think of his name right now because I'm trying. But God, you know who I'm talking about. Oh dear God. Oh God, I'm sorry. That was the funniest fucking thing, and I can't anymore. I can't. I know we didn't actually hear other Jupiter and some of his stuttering, but we have to go into some of our saves. Because I have to...
Ah, 構わない。
Hi.
どの瞬間でも私は
SS だからな。
Let's see. Well, that was obviously Shelby. I'm just trying to see if we can find one. Do we have anything that I can easily pick out? I'm not sure where... No, we need to go to the Ryuki... Maybe it was this one. Because I want to see... You know, if when we go to... I don't remember where the scene is. I think we accept? I don't... Fuck. I want to find the scene where we go to... But that's at the very end? Was it? Oh shit, we said the crepe, right? Yeah. I just don't know where the scene is where we can see... I wish you could listen to the voices in the thing. It would just be a lot easier. So we could get Minerva and whatever, but I can't find... Because Venus never showed up, right? Oh, fine, I'll just restart my thing right now. It's fine. Because it's like, I just want to be able to go... Maybe if we... Oh! We know this is it, because we're wearing the dress, he grabs us, he changes her, and then don't we run out after this to go meet his grandma? Okay, so maybe we're here. Never mind. Okay. Oh, right, I have to... Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on.
龍騎、そのお嬢さんはどなた？
Grandma?
おばあ様。この人が僕が結婚したい人です。なので申し訳ございません。僕はおばあ様の選んだ人と。
Because Venus is gonna show up, so.
あら、エロスじゃない。その格好、素敵ね。
エロースママ
ママ
彼女のママって
既婚者でしたの？はーい、エロ
ス。元気だったかしら？
It's funny because I figured her voice would be a little cutesier. And it has a very, like, mature tone to it, which I don't think it's exactly what I was expecting from her either.
私のことね。美の化身なんて呼ばれてつい来ちゃったわ。ところでこれ、何の会なのかしら？
I still like it. It's just not exactly what I expected for Venus, but...
私は私の望む場所に現れるわ。
それよりキャサリン・スペードさん、あなたは今婚活中だとお聞きしていたはずだけれど。
あら、そうよ。娘の活躍を見るために CC に入って婚活を始めてみたのよ。
Okay, anyway. Alright, let's go to... Oh, wait a minute. Could we have done this? Oh, maybe. Where's the scene? Oh, okay, hold on. Where's the one... Oh, no. That's the love story one. Okay, hold on. Is it this one, maybe? I want to see if this is the one. I mean, that just seems... Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go.
はあ、素敵。やっぱりあなたにはその鎧がぴったりね。ちゃんと発掘させといてよかった。うん、まあね、人間を導くのは神の役目だもの。彼が生まれた時からずーっと見守ってるわ。オイスターからも私が救ったんだから。でも、Q ちゃんがなかなか恋心を自覚しないから私も大変だったわ。ギリシャのアトラクションはお口にあったかしら？
Yeah, it works.
ああ、地面が崩れたのだけは私のせいじゃないわよ。あんな危ないことするわけないもの。
Okay. Because, hold on a second. What I think we could do too, which will help. Hold on. Which one? Nope, that was the end. It was somewhere after this. Okay. Oh, right, because we forgot about Zeus. He exists. We need to hear his voice too. But I was also thinking when they're in Celestia... Oh, whoops.
当てない通りというのはどこなんだ？
無知な子らだな。それぐらい自分で調べなよ。僕に教えてもらおうという態度は気に入らないね。
調べてみたけど出てこないよ。古代ギリシャの話しか出てこない。
君はどこぞの豚みたいに与えられた餌を食べることしかできないのかな？噛みつく前に自分の頭で一回考えてみたら。
I kind of like what they did there. Because his voice is almost gender neutral. Like, it's masculine and feminine at the same time. It could be like a slightly feminine, more feminine toned male voice or a masculine toned feminine voice. It's very...
全然縫い目が見えないんだけど。それにこの腰の部分の素材、何で作ってるわけ？僕が知る限り、こんな曲線を作れるような金属はこの世に存在しないはずだよ。
ちょっと、そんなに見つめないでよ。恥ずかしくなっちゃうでしょ。
Sorry, Gil, we have to skip you. I want to see what happens with Peter Person.
私もだ。
は？
っていうかあんた。
We're like over. We're gonna be way over on this one, but.
すまない、遅くなった。いつものスターバッカスのコーヒーとラテとホワイトモカフラペチーノとミルクティーを。
Because when he was Jupiter and Alan's right, he's like, I'm being Jupiter. And you're like, what the hell? And now you're like, yeah, no, this is funny.
なんでお前がここにいるんだ?
Because now I'm looking at the Yang card and I'm like, yeah, no, before, when he was doing Jupiter, he was doing the Yang voice. You were like, yeah, no, I can see this. And now you're like, this is funnier. Looking at Yang and listening to this. I mean, that's why they're voice actors, because they're good at this, but it's still, stop it! It still impresses me. You don't impress me with that attitude. You do not scream like that. No, you're bad. You stop. You're a bad boy. What? Okay. All right, hold on. No, stop! God damn it. Oh, go back. I was trying to stop it, but it wouldn't stop. I want to hear him say chi in the frickin', Oh my god, no, he actually does. When he says chi in his form, does he make that weird chi noise? I need to know. Hold on. Here. No, he just says chi. I love it. He's just like, chi. But then it's chi. He's chi. Yeah.
なんだ。
話がある。ついてきなさい。
He does do two different voices for Jupiter and for Peter.
あ、いや、それは。いや、私は。
So cute. This game is so good, I love it.
すまない。黙っていて。キューピッド、そのように話すな。今まで通りでいい。むしろお前にそのように話されると答える。今まで通り。
I would skip to next choice. I want to skip to when like all the shit goes down. Because I want to see, because then we can hear. Because we really didn't get a lot of Mars. But no, stop it. You have been good. You stop that screaming. I don't want to hear it. You're being a jerk. We were having fun until you started doing that. This is like an hour and a half long part, but that's okay. I mean, we have Venus.
これ言っちゃいけないやつだったかしら。正体がバレてるならジュピターが話していると思ったのだけれど。ジュピターが言ってないなら私からは言えないわ。ごめんね、ロース。直接聞いてちょうだい。
No, I think it works. I think her voice was it just seemed a little bit different when she was like in the human realm and Ryuki's, but when she's doing that, it's a little like no. Slightly cuter, but not in the irritating cutesy. No. Because I feel like Venus should have slightly cutesy in her voice. Because she's just very goofy, you know? Oh, right. Okay. Alright, so this is the chapter, but that's okay.
お前は知らないかもしれぬが、私は我らディーコンセンテスの神はここの天使たちを。
It's so funny because like when he's in Alan's right and everything else, he's got the very serious, angry voice, like the Yang voice, and then like the rest of this right, he's just like normal kind of voice.
ここの天使たちからキューピッドやナイキを補充し、
It's like
消
softer.
滅しては選び直してきたのだ。
I just wanted to hear him talking normally. I like the sexy Yang as Jupiter voice, though. I love that. That was fun. I'm glad we watched that scene. Okay. Stop it. You're bad. We don't stand bad birds. Oh. Stop.
ミネルヴァ、そこをどけ。扉を破壊する。
It's still not as gravelly as I expected it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a nice voice. It just... It needs to be muchier for Mars.
軍神マーズの力、とくと見よ。ああ
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but...
ああ、私の人間界コレクションが。
扉は壊れたか。
まず下がれ。
He also sounds a little bit too young to be Mars, if you think about it. Like, you want, like, you need that, like, old, gravelly voice. Like, you know what I mean? And he's like, I got this younger, sexy voice. And then, like, Shelby, you're expecting, like, one kind of voice, and you're like, his voice is almost too soft? But it's not even soft. There's just something about, like...
これ式の傷なんてことも。
There's moments.
傷が治らぬだと。
There's moments where it works, though. But then there's other times where I'm like, I'm not sure. So, okay.
当然だ。これはこの私の心中だからな。神をも傷つけられるようにしてあるのさ。
な。
この声、まさか。
ゼウス。
ゼウスですって？あいつが動けるはずないじゃない。
This is fun.
そうだね。 お前たちのせいでこの私は2500年もの時眠る羽目になった。
I feel like his voice sounds familiar, but I can't figure it
今
out.
も真珠を通してでしか外界に出られぬ。まっこと忌々しいことよ。
But there are times I feel like, that voice is familiar, and it's never who I think it, or I'm like, oh no, totally not. I have no idea, nothing they've ever been in.
だがようやく目覚めたのだよ。愛しい私の妻のおかげでね。
ジュノ、やはりゼウス、お前ジュノを食らったのだな。
Anyway, so we can go back to our the title. Yes, we've heard everything. We laughed. My eyes are still like wet from laughing about Chi.
DA536E
Hey,
ギャラリーの僕を
nobody asked you.
顔面偏差値上げたら
And we can go look at all of Jupiter's CGs now, because we didn't do that, and we gotta do all of these. So anyway, Gee. That's when she died. And turned into Peter. Oh, he's pretty when he's sleeping. Oh dear God, this game. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna miss it. This one was good. I enjoyed this greatly. I love this so much because just when you're like, I don't think the game can surprise me anymore, it does. It fucking does. It went off the rails, and we keep saying it kept going off the rails. I don't know if it ever got back on them. It was just a wild fucking ride. Like, holy shit. And I'm glad we did the recommended route order because, Shelby's right. You're like, oh, okay. And then they just started getting crazier. And like, holy fuck. This is just goddamn amazing. And I'm gonna miss this. But you bet this is gonna be one of those games like, do I have to go places and I can take my Switch? This is coming with me. Because in my Switch case, I can fit my Vita. And I put some games in my Vita. And like, so I bring them both. And like, this is one of those Switch games that's coming with me. Because, God, I love this. Like, hi, what is going on here? He is not wearing clothes. Stop it. Or, I mean, they were just like, we're going to hide it and we're going to make him look naked. Because we didn't get really a wedding CG or anything like that, and this is the sexiest we got. But like, oh, that one's so cute. He's not in his, like... Yeah. He's not in his Jupiter finery, which I kind of... God, you know what I mean? Like, he looks so good as Jupiter, though. I do feel like he got a little, like, stiffed on the CGs, though, because most of them, if you look at them, okay, you've got 3 where he's Chi, and even though this one is Chi and Jupiter and Peter, he's, like, asleep. And then all of his Peter CGs, the 4 that he has, if you count this one, you only get to actually see his face in one. The rest of him, his hair's hidden or it's completely hidden by the back of his head or he's sleeping, right? So this is like the only one you get to see. And then you've got the Jupiter ones where then he's either like, okay, kind of already sad looking or he's that sexy one. But like, so like this is like the best CG he has. And it's like, you kind of got stiffed a little in the CG department. I mean, they're good CGs, but it's just, it was like the back of Peter's head half the time. It's weird, but I don't know why they made that choice. It was a choice. And I don't know if I agree with it. But anyway. So, I hope you had fun. This is definitely, like, right now, this part's an hour, and there was already 30 minutes when I had to stop it to do the voice stuff. So, anyway. Whatever. It's a long part, because it's the end. It's the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a grand old time. What do we have coming up next after this? Actually, I think it's Variable Barricade, because that's the next game that we have. I haven't even opened it. I got it months ago, obviously, as soon as it was released. I think I got it like a couple of days before the release date because they always ship it out early. And I was like, great, throw it in a box to pack it because I was moving. I haven't even taken the plastic off the case. So I believe that is what we're going to be playing next after this. But for you, that'll be like 2 days. For me, it's going to be a couple of weeks. If there's a gap, and nothing goes up after this one for a couple days, it's because I ran out of time, because even though I've moved and everything like that, I got a little bit behind because of the moving process and record. So like I'm still a little bit behind doing stuff because I've had to unpack my stuff and put stuff away and decorate and do other things. So like I'm at the point where I was like, no, we're doing good. And then I'm like, I am not doing good anymore. Oh, fuck. Like, so I'm running a little bit behind. So if you don't see this go up, it's because I didn't quite finish recording our other route in our other game before I could start this one so that I would have so. But otherwise, you should see it in a few days anyway. So. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I had a grand old motherfucking time. This game is going to go down in infamy as one of my freaking favorites. So yeah, I will see you guys around in other things. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.